I think I nailed it, James. That was the best guesstimate of all time. I think it's good, right? The 3 minutes. I think all the 10 players should be on the server. What has you grinning so much, James? Why are you so?
Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
What are you laughing at?
Don't worry about it.
This guy.
Inside joke.
Inside joke.
Yeah.
For just you.
It's
Because I don't get it.
Production joke.
Production joke.
Yeah.
All right.
Got to keep it in the family.
I feel pretty left out at the moment.
Well, we can discuss it later.
All right. is that going to be in the same conversation where you tell me what your favorite is?
Don't start with the animals.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Can we ban DDK from talking about animals, please? Can we put that in like future contracts? Just no animal talk.
No animal talk.
No.
It's not
No
a
animal
Discovery
abuse
channel.
as well. But we'll just leave that there, shall we?
All right. Well, hopefully we'll get this game underway at some point soon. Yeah, we have 10 players on the server. They already did the knife round, so unless they choose to do it again, we won't have to waste any time getting that played out. So, and it should be Cloud9 on the CT side and netcode guys on the T side.
What's your favorite place in America?
Favorite place in America? I haven't really been many places, and they've all been for LANs. I've never been to America. For holiday.
So you've gone there and just basically spent your whole time in a room
in a different basement. Yeah.
yeah, same as how I go around Europe these days. So, but have you managed to visit anywhere? Like, have spent some time?
Not really.
No, really? Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah, I know it's not so good.
I've been to Vegas and Atlantic City. That's not my favorite place, that's for sure. Been to New York a bunch of times. I went to New York on my 21st birthday, and by sheer coincidence, Mariah Carey was singing in Times Square. That was brilliant, and I'm a big fan of Mariah Carey, or I was.
So that was nice for you then.
Yeah, that was brilliant for me. She's like a messiah. Well, she was. I saw my friend get hustled for $100 in Harlem.
Nice.
That was amazing. Yeah, we were in New York when Michael Jackson died, R.I.P. But let's see, are we going for the knife again?
Okay, I think this is like the third time, by the way.
Hey man, why knife once if you can knife twice?
No, I'm pretty sure isn't it the third time? I have a feeling it's like the third time already.
Maybe it's 1-1. Best of 3 knives.
Best of 3 knives. Oh my goodness.
Cloud9 putting in work on this knife round.
They had a lot of time to think about that knife round, let's be honest. They had a good like 20-30 minutes to think about how to approach that one. Alright. We're going in, guys. It is Cloud9 versus Netcode Guides here on Dust 2 for the FACEIT League North American Edition.
It's interesting how the CT side has become the favoured side to start on for Dust 2, whereas earlier in the life of CSGO, people always went for the T side. But now the meta game is evolving, DDK, and I
don't know if it's necessarily more favourable, but I do think that it's feels better. Like if that does anything.
It's not favourable, but it feels better.
Yeah, like it feels better to get to grips with how well you perform and know what you have to do on the T side.
Doesn't that make it more favourable?
To play CT. By the way, we're in the pistol round, so that's a discussion we can have later. We see netcode guys bullying Cloud9 off of the A-bomb site completely. Both sgares and shroud are going to go down. We've got nothing swinging in Throm along. He's going to pick up 1 kill as he makes his way in. But there's a 3-on-4 situation, so they're going to have to find some more frags here very soon. The bomb ticking away on the site. They're in a decent position here to attack together up. Slope. It's going to be easily handled though. Just Hiko left on the reload with that 5-7. And he's not going to get a single thing. And that was wonderfully executed there by netcode guys. Just a straight up long rush. That's all you need. Plain and simple.
So who were we just on? So JDM64, you can see he's got he had 93 armor remaining, but because he didn't have a helmet, he had to buy basically full armor again for $1,000. Had his armor been untouched, then he would have been able to top up his armor and get a helmet for $350, but not going to be the case in this round.
They're actually pushing into B right now, going to take a pick onto Hiko straight away, and no cheeky frags found with the pistols just yet for Cloud9. And they did go for what seems to be pretty much a full eco here as well. No grenades, just a couple P250s, and that's about it really. But mostly USPs otherwise. So, Cloud9 not really investing at all into this round, which is totally fine. Obviously, they are going to be wanting to run with some expensive setups, moving into future rounds with featuring those AWPs. Trying to get some extra kills. Going to find 1 frag onto hazed. Just something, but...
almost a fetal position there.
And see one more eco here from Cloud9. And they're going to have a very healthy buy coming in. So it should be another easy anti-eco for Netco, guys.
So we'll see what the setup is for both teams here. Looks like the Netcode guys team will be heading towards the A-bomb site here. Early peeks into long, but gets taken down by the P250 of Gares. And it's a 4-on-4 here, so still Netcode guys with the advantage. Let's see if they can dispose of that gun on long. Maybe throw it onto blue, or maybe they'll just leave it and just charge towards the B-bomb site. Sorry, the A-bomb site, but...
It's actually a pretty good setup from Cloud9, actually. They have the guy over card, does find a dink, and right now, I mean, they're going to take down 2 players, but still, the remaining 2 are actually able to find some angles here, as Netco guys do make their way up onto the site. So they could actually pull out a couple kills there. Obviously, it's not so realistic to like try to expect a retake of the site here once it is taken by Netcode guides. But either way, maybe Hiko is going to be able to pull out a frag. There's a couple of weak players, but no, he's not going to find anything. Just JDM going down for them that round. So pretty clean stuff here. We're seeing the bank really build for Netcode guys, but now we get to see the full buy coming in. And one big difference from American teams and European teams is that we see American teams favoring the M4A4 much, much more. Look, we see 4 M4A4s on the side of Cloud9, which is unprecedented in the EU right now. We do not see that in the EU. Usually it's just full M4A1S right now.
Yeah, that's a really interesting point, actually, and another example of how the styles across the continents are conflicting.
Could be a map-only choice, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the style of map compared to others where you need to into your position. So you could just go for that full aggression with the 30-clip magazine of the M4A4. And it's a good round here from Cloud9. They're shutting down Netcode guides pretty solidly here. Netcode guides only with JDM64 and Tarik remaining. Tarik goes down, and JDM64 going to be unable to save his AWP this round with all that time left on the clock. And that's almost a clean sheet for Cloud9. Only Gares going down. Yeah,
big round there from Cloud9. Some great aggression all across the map, and of course, the rifle's working out really, really well for them. Able to get up close and personal, especially able to spam through those smokes. The recoil definitely much harder to deal with on the M4A4 and the accuracy at times, but Cloud9 really making it work out for them, and just as they did at LAN as well. And right now we're seeing a very standard split here, but we have Gares. He's trying to get in his way up towards the Xbox there for a sneaky pick with that AWP. Gets forced backwards. Really nice stuff here from Netcode guys. Got to smoke it all off, get that short control, and then after that, they can really make that call, whether they want to split onto A or to B. Both options are fully viable right now for them as they secure map control. But they really need to get short first. They're probably going to be looking to do that relatively soon. And if not, I guess we should expect the B play to come in.
CTs have left mid entirely for the time being. Put 2 people on the B-bomb site, including Hiko, who has got an AK. And again, currently the star player, in my opinion, for Cloud9. They're going to want to be careful around him, but the bomb is going to start to creep towards the B-bomb site here, and Hiko's got the sneaky position. He may have his teammate Shroud bait for him while he conceals his position there, and this could be trouble for the T side, but looks like a B split with 3 people in mid. So, in fact, this is going to expose Hiko's position and make it very hard for Cloud9 to hold here.
In comes the B split. We get frags happening all over the place here for Netcode guys. Just need to grab one more. Hiko, oh, look at that maneuvering rather through the smoke. Only able to find 1 kill though. And looks like nothing coming in. Geronimo action as he does take down 2 players. We have a 1-on-2 now. Hazed remaining for Netcode guys. Has to get the bomb down. It's not a very safe plant, but that's not really there's concern at the moment. Got 2 players oncoming, and Gares going to take him out. It's a good recovery there for Cloud9. It was looking like a very, very tight B split there from Netcode guys. They really felt out the round very well. You know, Cloud9's presence diminished rapidly from middle, and they kind of they abused that.
Yeah, you saw Hiko using that smoke to his advantage, staying alive for as long as possible, then eventually getting a little bit of a flank on the T's as they pushed deep into the B-bomb site, which really helped his teammates and made it a bit easier to retake the site. So good play there from Netcode guys for the split, and Cloud9 to put the extra man onto the B-bomb site and kind of just hold out for as long as possible and fall down on their swords.
And lovely little bit of aggression there from Gares. That tells them a lot, making moves like that. And Cloud9 right now do have a very defensive setup all across the map. They're not very committed. Off of the information sgares got from them, it's only kind of adding to pieces to the puzzle as opposed to really giving them anything to make any big calls on. And again, Netcode guys, same movement here around Xbox in the middle next to the double doors, and they do have hazed up on short. So let's see what they go for again. Again, this is they can definitely go for another B split here, just as they did the previous round. But it looks like hazed moving quite far up short here, and they are posturing towards A long as well. So we are looking at this A split to come into play very shortly from Netcode guides.
He is kind of leading the peaks on short, but only has the Galil, which means he's going to need 2 strikes to the head to take someone out with there. And I don't know if it would be a better option to get a Nake going, but nothing's taken 2 people out in the meantime. And Tarik gets a trade kill, but then Gares with the return trade from on long. It's going to be a 4v2 here. Gares makes it a 4v1, and hazed is going to be in trouble. Unable to get the bomb down for his team, and it looks like they are going to be on an eco. They did force that round with 4 rifles and 1 person only with a P250, so they may have to concede this one to get a full buy in the following round.
Yeah, that's one of those rounds where we could see on the minimap as spectators that Cloud9 had the best setup for A. 2 guys close on long. We saw nothing able to really shut them down as they try to push out there, and we'll have to see whether Netcode guys can do much here with these. On this eco, but by and large, I feel like if Netcode guys could have seen, like we can as spectators, the full, overview of the map with all the players and their positions, then they would have probably gone for a B split there. And I guess they were really trying to find that info, and they just couldn't get it in time. And then they felt like, all right, we got to go for a call right now, and they went for the A split. Actually, seeing some frags coming out from the pistols though. Let's see what they're able to do, if they're able to actually even pick up some of those weapons, not in the safest of locations. That's what he said, but there goes the smoke for CD spawn there from Cutler. He tries to work that CZ, not able to find anything just yet. But good damage done so far from Netcode guides. JDM going to go down on short as well, and Cutler cleaned up too. So 4-3 the score there in favor of Cloud9, but Netcode guys have been putting in some great rounds so far.
That was 2 nice picks from JDM with the P250 there, showing the power of that rifle. Did enter the shadows somewhat when CZ was in the same slot, but it's back now, and I'm glad to see it. So both teams on a full buy here. We've got 2 AWPs, and Gares tagged down to 20 HP by JDM64, and Shroud will come down to mid and just hold the angle now that his teammate has been damaged somewhat. So, we've seen so far that Cloud9 tend to give up mid towards the latter parts of the round. At the moment, they have 2 people, one returning over to the A bomb site. The bomb is currently in B tunnels, and we've got 4 guys mid for Netcode guys. We'll see if they choose to push mid and pinch a B or what they do. They've still got Cutler here hanging out outside long. And
go for short, actually, look. And semphis and sgares had a 6 setup to deal with that. They do get a couple frags. So Netcode guides, their hand has been shown at the moment, and they lost 2 men for it as well to the 1 of semphis. So that's a really big deal. Cloud9 look very favorable in this round right now, as nothing still stalks the long house area on the CT side of things. Just keeping it on lock, and Netcode guys slowing the pace down to a crawl now as they try to find an edge, an opening to flip the switch onto a plant attempt. But so far not finding any luck.
You can see Cutler, who was running up to short from long, but he would have been heard by Nothing, who's on short, who would have given the infos to his teammates who are now all rotating over to the A bomb site, and 2 picks from Shroud, who does get taken up by JDM64, and it's a 2v1. So he's got 11 HP, does have the AWP, however, until he gets taken out by Nothing.
The 5-3 Cloud9 with a great round there. They had a perfect setup on short to deal with the 4-man, I think, was it 3 or 4-man aggression? It was a lot of dudes. They killed some dudes. Many dudes were killed by sgares, and
some would say it was a sausage fest.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely call it that, and it was something that Cloud9 came on top of. So let's see right now if Netcode guys can find another answer here, as so far Cloud9 have been mixing up their positions, and it's just been working out really nicely. sgares needs to get punished for these peaks. He's going aggressive very often through the double doors, and Netcode guys haven't really been able to punish him just yet. Great pop flash there. Cutler gets the first kill, looking for the second, sprays down Shroud as well. And it's a 3-on-3 situation now. Netcode guides in an interesting position here. Can FNS actually get a tap away here. I think that's... Who is that there? Can't see exactly which player that is. Either way, this does actually find Hiko. So again, 2-1-2. Very poor health situation for both teams, to be honest. Tarik on 10, nothing on 12, and Cloud9 semphis on 41. JDM looking for the frag, going to find it on semphis, or on nothing right now. Who's got next to nothing as far as health is concerned. Only 12 points. Going to charge his way in there after the nades go off. But look at that JDM 64. Going to take it home after just going and showing nothing. What's up? 5-4 now. netco guys bringing it back. Great little round there from them.
Yeah, that was a good round, and we'll see what happens in the next one. JDM 64 is going to buy the last AK for his team, so they've got next to no grenades on their team, but they have got the one-shot hits with the AK. All they need to do is aim for the head. semphis does go down, gets the first one to get popped in the skull by hazed, and we'll see if the terrorists can play on this, and they've taken on nothing as well. We've got a full rotation to the A bomb site from Cloud9 here, and we do have Cutler who's lurking in B tunnels and may find the information that means his team rotate.
Oh, nice shot from sgares there. Just a pixel on the top of his head there, just catching that guy in the helmet. And right now, 4-on-3 situation. And the entire map is the playground for netco guys right now. They can do so many things. Going to go for this play on to B. They know that it's empty at this point. They've got to know it. Hiko going to toss a grenade through the smoke. And it's going to be pretty hard to get through there, but it's definitely a very viable assumption to understand that they've all pushed onto the bomb side at this point. It should be relatively safe. I'm going to try to synchronize their efforts here. Got a player who could go dark, actually. No, it's not. Okay, he's going to go dark now. Switched up the direction. He will go dark. And it's like they're just going to hold their weapons, actually, and just play for maybe some extra kills and just to save their weapons.
Yeah, I think a 3v4 retake with one of the three being an AWP is always going to be difficult for Cloud9. So I think they were positioning to try and get an early peek, sorry, an early frag in that situation to see if anyone was over peeking from the T's. No peek came, so they chose wisely and decided to get out there. Saving 3 weapons is quite a smart idea in this particular situation. But the next round is going to be tough, not only to win, but even to just save these weapons for the following round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what sgares does here. He's been very aggressive at the start of rounds, typically. It looks like he's going to go on a bit of a timing here with the AWP. Usually he's been working mid, but obviously you'd expect them to do something a little bit less orthodox when they are running a setup that's a little bit fragile with not many nades and a pistol and a FAMAS in it, along with their regular rifles. So interesting stuff here. sgares waiting on the angle, going to whiff the shot there, and it's going to give them some information.
Now we've had Cutler, who's basically been the guy hanging around outside long every round, and the bomb is still in T-spawn at the moment with Tarik rather than JDM64, who's got the AWP. We've got a double stack here to peek short from Cloud9. We have got one person who's already advanced, but are they going to get the peek here? We could possibly get 2 here.
Great stuff over the smoke there. That's supposed to block the vision. It's a great little move that's in the meta right now, and we can see that it's, one man aside. It does go down shroud for Cloud9 and JDM64 for netco guides. So they're going to go for this B aggression right now. Nothing going to spray. Pays down through that flash. Does get a second one. Hiko chiming in with a third. It's all on Cutler at this point. It seems like he's getting picked away at by Hiko. Hiko does get taken out. In the end, though, Cutler moving on for a double. 2 players left. He's going to go for the bum rush. Out the doors. He's going to get sat down. And there you go. 6-5 the score there. Very tense stuff. We can see how close the money is with these two teams. Obviously, it is on a raise. They're walking on razor's edge right now, as a you know, with the economy game and all that.
That was good execution there from the CETs with only 3 rifles. They didn't have enough to even spread the money around. Their players had about 1,100 on average in that round, so that was well played by them to come out with a W. Gares is trying to find somebody's head in mid. We'll find Cutler's chest, however. That'll do for now. And falling like flies in this eco, and there's the head. Tarik, the last guy remaining for the terrorists here, doesn't have the bomb either, so it's going to be a slow death for him.
Yeah, you can see it was a bit of an awkward money situation for them. Like some of them could even afford like pistol armor and stuff. Obviously, they bought just as much as they could so that they can still buy the next round. So they had just shy of what they really wanted for a buy. So they just went with this like really weird buy just to make sure that they could actually do something this round and have a strong, solid buy on the following round. We can see the full money. And they really want to get an AWP to challenge Gares, I should imagine, but they haven't really been running AWP so far, so perhaps this is not on the cards for them. They have been able to punish him so far, but look, hazed actually going to buy that, and JDM going to pick up that AWP, and look, he's going to face up against Gares. He's not going to win the AWP duel, and Gares going to get the confidence to go push out towards Xbox, looking for the lower dark shot, hits it as well, drops the bomber too. 2 men already taken down by the man Gares. Even gets the triple there. Bomb down again. Gares looking for the next one. Cutler will finally end his streak. And hazed going to try to make his way in for a pick on B. Denied. No entry there either. And it seems that there's just not much that guys can really accomplish in this round when Gares is just having such free picks.
That must be frustrating for Netco guys. They were expecting Gares to be where he's been for a lot of the rounds here by Xbox, and they threw the flash down, but for some reason it didn't flash him. I don't know if there was part of the map was blocking the flash, but it was a very momentary flash, all of 0.1 of a second, and he was just beasting that round. I think got a 3-man there, so great play there from Gares, and it looks like Netco guys will once again be on an eco. We may be looking at 10-5 here.
Certainly, so I think it's worth just checking Gares out because he gets so ballsy with these moves. You would expect sometimes, or at least you would expect if he keeps consistently doing it, which he has been, for them to try to be like, all right, let's punish him. He shouldn't be allowed to do this. But they're just going for that straight up long rush, going into the blender, as it were. And it's a pretty simple cleanup there, only losing semphis. So economy, super awesome for Cloud9. Obviously at this point, doesn't even matter for them as there's only this last round to play for the first half. Cloud9 looking at a really strong start. And we've got JDM with that AWP now. So
after 13 rounds, sorry, they finally decided to try and smoke off Gares and did it on an eco round. So maybe a little bit too little too late here with regards to the counter Gares strats.
And they can actually go for the boost to see over on short for the smoke again. They actually have 2 players both there, but having done it once, they may not feel comfortable to show it twice in one match, which is more than fair enough. And we can see that Netco guys, they're taking control of what should be their real estate. Dark, short, outside, the T half of long house, and slowly expanding into short right now, but Gares has moved around position. He's going to find the frag on hazed, and now Netco guys going to go for it through the double doors. This really feels like the only chance for them at this point. What can they find with this? They're going to make their way towards B right now, but Cloud9 surely soon will figure this out. We do have a player in CT spawn. Hiko ready with the grenade. Shroud in a great position at the back of the site. Hiko going to finish off FNS. He was softened up by Shroud there. Going to also take down Tarik. JDM falls. Netco guys go down like dominoes for a 10-5 first half here. Cloud9 out the gate. They start strong.
Yeah, that was excellent play by Gares. He was just basically unstoppable in that round, and topping the leaderboard at the moment, 16 kills and 7 deaths. Yeah, he was just far too powerful. They didn't smoke him off until round 14, and that was an eco round. So I don't think Netco guys adjusted fast enough to Gares' play there, and it gave him too much room to execute. I mean, he shot them in lower tunnels far too many times.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to push up that much, should you? I mean,
that
it feels
often
like it's
as well.
Very viable. There's like a risk, every once in a while. But Gares, that wasn't every once in a while. That was every round, pretty much.
Do it until they stop me, basically, and they never really did.
Exactly. There is definitely ways to deal with that, but we are into the pistol round now, and got some CZs actually here for Cloud9 on the by hazed. What a drop Gares there. And they make their move into the bomb site. Nothing with the first kill there. Shroud on with the second. And they're going to get the bomb down for a 3-on-3 situation. Tarik going to go in straight away. Gets taken down just as quickly as he arrived. Cutler going to go in now as well. Got to try to synchronize here, but there is a smoke, I think, on the double door, so that's going to be really problematic for them. They're both trying to get themselves through that window, squeezing through, but not quite going to work out. And lots of crucial time being killed by this smoke on the double doors. Gaze and Cutler trying to make it work out. They come now, and it's going to be, oh, not quite. Shroud and Hiko left alive, and the round does go to Cloud9. So this is definitely not the way the Netco guys wanted to start their CT half.
No, we're looking at 13-5 for our Netco, unless the Netco guys can pull something out of the hat here. Hiko going with the Galil. We've got a scout on Gares here, which we've seen what he can do with it at the SL1. Double scout again for Netco guys. Again, it seems to be proving to be a popular eco choice is double scout. So we've seen it from various teams to limited success.
Bit of altercation there towards B, actually. It seemed like Cloud9 wanted to try to bully their way through, but got kind of denied there. We saw a trade go either way. So not much ground gains on B. They Cutler looking for the jump shots and the scout on B. So it looks like they still have their eyes trained on hitting that B site. And the call has to go from Cutler now to his teammates over the voice comms. It's going to be B, and in they rotate. But it's a pretty big distance for a couple of the players. So this site is wide open and up for the taking. Cloud9.
So we'll see. Yeah, they've got loads of bodies, so they'll go for the plants. And then go for the slaughter.
3 guys left. I mean, Shroud and sgares are pretty weak. FNS coming from the back with the 5-7. They synchronize well. They might be able to find, in the perfect storm, the frags that they need. Here goes nothing. Spraying through the doors, going to take down 2. And there it is. 12-5 the score. And Netco guys suffering massively here. Going to need an eco. And Cloud9 just going to build that bank.
Hiko with the Cerberus Galil there. Throwing it over to... Is he throwing it to Gares? Yes. So again, 2-5, and it's full eco here for the Netco guides team, and we are going to be looking at 13-5 here unless JDM pulls out some more headshots, but he has got the USP, not the P250 here, so gone for a full economical non-purchase. The Nothing and Shroud take out FNS. And this is looking like a standard anti-eco round here so far.
Yeah, I really like that they actually rush short like that so quickly, because you kind of eliminate all the potential like hidey spots with a short push. And Hiko going to spray down 2, and looking for the third one there. I wonder if he'll get the triple. It looks like Shroud might just steal that away from him. And there it is. Going to take away that triple from Hiko. But yeah, I like it. I like it. You know, the short rush. I mean, how can you really get screwed over by close range angles? We know CZ's hiding around. There's not really many spots. I mean, once you're on the site, it's pretty much all open ranges, so kind of a nice little anti-eco, the fast short push. I like that. I want to see more of that, but
yeah.
Now we get the buy from Netco guys.
It is worth noting that that extra $200 has really limited the how much we see the CZ compared to just a few weeks ago, actually.
Yep, it's perfect. I think it is working out wonderfully, and Cloud9 going to make their way through for a B split. That's what this is all about right now. Being very, very fast. I think they've telegraphed this now to Netco guys. Got to make the call, and the rotation should come in, but it's going to be hard through those smokes. Cutler going to take down the bomb, looking for the second, runs out of bullets on that M4. Hiko runs out of bullets as well. Pistol duel going to go the way of Hiko, and it's a 3-on-3. But the bomb actually going down, it was delayed massively by Cutler, so in getting the 1 frag and the huge delay there, that's already a big effort there. It's still a 3-on-3, but Hiko's very low. So Netco guides want to make their way in here. The tension is palpable. So an incredibly important round for them if they want to have any hope to win this against Cloud9. Just waiting for the synchronization.
They're waiting a long time, that's the problem.
Do get 1 kill there, but it is a little bit...
They've got no kit.
They go for this, and they do get all the frags. And it's going to be FNS with the last 2. There's not enough time. Is there time?
I don't think he's got time.
Is there time? Is there time? Oh, he might just have it.
Oh, man.
Barely so close. So unbelievably close.
That's a crushing defeat there, but, you know...
Milliseconds,
yeah.
Surely. Oh, that was so crucial as well. But you're right, they waited just a tad little too long. That's the thing, sometimes when you're trying to retake these sites, it's like you're trying to wait for that perfect retake, time, but it's never, it just doesn't exist.
They still managed to eke out a buy here, AWP and 4 FAMASs, so JDM probably saved that one. His team probably saved that weapon from the previous round, as one of them did manage to escape.
Great little smoke there, actually. That's going to help FNS out a lot. So they are going to spam him down considerably. Cloud9 going to make their way through. They just don't care. Going to flash their way through, get themselves up short onto the A-bomb site. Got 2 orbs running here for Shroud and for Gares. Pretty novel setup here to go super aggressive with, but it's working out so far. They're getting the kills, and just, wow, Cloud9 showing off some individual prowess. Bomb dropped in a precarious position, though. But it doesn't matter in the end.
Shroud's Dragon Lore is called I Bought This Drunk. R.I.P. salary, because damn, those guns are expensive.
It is expensive. 15-5 the score, and it's match point now for Cloud9.
So again, NetCodeGuide still managing to eke out some semblance of a buy here. JDM with no armor, but the rest of his team do have the helmets as well. FNS going to be the first to fall here, and this is looking like Cloud9's game. Yeah,
it's already overwhelming, the odds that are stacking up against NetCodeGuide.
Yeah, I mean, they were before the game even started on CSGO Lounge.
Yep. No, so they're going to actually get a couple frags back. They actually make it into a 2-on-2, but there comes the Dragon Lore there. And let's see if JDM can save the day. 1-on-2, gonna try to sneak through the smoke, perhaps. He times it well. Oh, there's the first 1-on-1. This is exactly the way to do it. And there's the double. JDM going to secure it. So 15-6, and JDM keeps their hopes alive, just if not for just 1 round longer.
Yeah, the terrorists are still going to be able to buy this round. Full armor, full AKs, a few nades here and there. So the way they've been storming the bomb sites and just general areas of the map, I don't think they're going to be terribly concerned with the lack of nades on their side. So we'll see what they can do with this. JDM being boosted up short for an aggressive position, looking down to lower A, but semphis is going to be the first. Sees a leg there, and he's going to fall to Shroud.
Yeah, big risk, no return. And now it's Cloud9 steamrolling them right now. Only 2 players left. Their days are numbered. Cutler going to fight back to take down semphis. It's like Tarik also going to take down Gares, and it's a 2-on-2. All of a sudden, this happened last round, but it won't end the same way. It is GG's call from both teams. 16-6 final score there. And NetCodeGuide, not with the match that they wanted, but Cloud9, they played great.
Yeah, Cloud9 basically beasted them. Just a far superior team, it looks like to me.
Yeah, definitely a lot of potential on the side of NetCodeGuide. You can see some great stuff from them overall. So I'll be very curious to see how their progression goes throughout the tournament. But we do have iBuyPower and Savage coming up next. That's going to be on Cash. That's going to be our last game for the FACEIT League North American matches tonight. And yeah, guys, stay tuned for that. We'll be right back with that match. Hey guys, welcome back to FaceitTV for the last match of tonight here for the FACEIT League North American Edition. And we have iBuyPower versus Savage. Always got told to enunciate. Sometimes I,
Enunciate.
mush all my words together. But iBuyPower and Savage are going to be playing on Cash. Definitely one of the better maps for Savage. That seems to be the popular opinion right now. Of course, they're playing against iBuyPower though, so nothing is going to really be that easy. So it's going to be interesting, iBuyPower. They're pretty good, James.
Savage have a whole 9% going for them when you're gaming bets.
9% value bets, James.
15% value bets on CSGO Lounge. So it looks like people are expecting them to get beasted by iBuyPower.
I mean, that's on paper, that's what one would expect. But the thing is that we just don't know, James. I mean, you just don't really know, do you? Because this is the teams that don't necessarily get a lot of coverage. Generally speaking, don't get to go to a lot of events or get a lot of experience. So it's hard to really say how much potential they have and when or when they won't actually show that to us.
What we've seen is iBuyPower generally win by having far stronger tactics versus other American teams.
Plus individual skill is pretty hot for them too.
Yeah, so I expect the same is going to happen here, and we're just going to see iBuyPower just bringing the pain with just much stronger tactics and better team synergy here. Yeah,
I mean, iBuyPower are just a good all-round team. So for me, this is just about seeing Savage really up against iBuyPower. That's like really what it is. It's like the test for Savage to in a proper competition in a proper competitive match, because that's so different to scrimming or pracs. It's completely different. Completely different. The focus is, razor sharp, or at least it should be, because you're playing, you're playing for something. You're actually playing for something. It means something. It's not just a practice. It's so different. I mean, if you're a player, you know exactly what I mean. And of course, the next level, the next tier of that is like LAN, and then the next tier of that is actually getting deep in a LAN. Like it's like the level of pressure changes, and there's different players handle it differently. Some really flourish online. Of course, there's like this almost derogatory term, isn't there? It's like you're just an onliner or something like that. There's this derogatory term.
Called phonetic onliners after they lost 16-0 to them yesterday.
Nice.
But of course, he was joking.
Yeah, of course.
And they did get beasted on the next map as well. So, but sorry to.
Yeah, but no, I was just saying, like there's all these like different areas, and of course, with teams that don't have much experience, you don't really know just yet. You don't really know what they're capable of. So. Big question mark for me is Savage.
Yeah, we'll find out shortly. But in the meantime, bear in mind, obviously, we are going to have some community nights coming up in the on the American platform, and you saw the information on the page just there. So yeah, to make sure you're playing some pugs on FACEIT.com, and you can be in with a chance of winning VIP tickets to Milan for the LAN finals here. In Europe, so I think that's a massive prize. We're doing it for Europe and for
this one.
America.
Look at that, getting that. That's so cool.
That's very nice hand-eye coordination there, DDK.
Thanks,
well done. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, man.
So you can see we've got 5 community nights coming up. The last of which is where you can win the tickets, but definitely you can win, points mean prizes, as they say, and you can win some Logitech goodies on the other night. So the first one coming up is the 12th, which I think is 2 days from now.
Yep.
Yeah. So 12th, 15th, 19th, 22nd, and then 26th. Will be where you could win those tickets. So again,
or skins.
Make sure you get your passport. So DDK, hungry for the skins.
You can win skins, man. I mean, the top 10 people, actually do get stuff, and the skins up.
Hey, if you win skins, put them on Savage versus iBuyPower.
Yeah.
And just get like massive value back. Yeah, then that's.
Oh my god, it'd be pretty
good
sick
in the hood.
But that's what skins are for, James. For betting and losing. It's the emotional roller coaster. That's what it's about. Experiencing the high,
we saw
experiencing the low.
Yeah, triple overtime. That's a roller coaster and a half.
Oh my god, so many people must have. I mean, can you imagine, like, because obviously we're casting. At least my policy is never to like bet on any match that I'm casting.
Well, for those of you who weren't watching, because that was on a European stream, we had Dignitas versus Hellraisers going to 31-28 triple overtime MR5. So that was pretty intense. We saw that earlier. So if you had skins on that map, you might be tearing your hair out.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, not just the fact that like it's going back and forth, but just for that length of time, just 3 overtimes. So,
very taxing on the brain. I was dehydrated afterwards. I had to drink half a bottle of water there.
I mean, that's
brutal.
The thing. Though.
And I was just commentating. Imagine the players.
It's
such concentration as well.
It's such a different thing. Yeah, I mean that length, that amount of overtime is just. It's at least it wasn't Inferno, because Inferno is one of those maps where it's like kind of harder to have as many plays in your repertoire, because you know Inferno usually is based off of a simple structure, yeah, and there are some set plays, but usually they're not like overly elaborate, and they're the kind of plays that once you show them once or twice, it becomes very easy to understand. It's like very easy to see the moves that telegraph those plays. So it's kind of standard. So it's a little bit difficult sometimes to watch like insane amounts of overtimes on Inferno. But a map like Nuke, it got pretty interesting. Actually, there's like lots of weird battles outside, and like the teams were like feeding each other out, and Hellraiser's going super defensive and then going quite aggressive and just switching it up as much as they could. But I mean, it just kept. It was just constantly this thing where neither team could separate. It was a cool match. So you guys should check it out if you missed it. So definitely go and find those VODs. I'm sure they'll be cut onto the FACEIT YouTube channel at some point in the near future. So you can check that out on FACEIT VODs. Can always keep an eye out on that channel to see any matches that you may have missed that were on the stream. And it looks like we are waiting for the 10th player to reconnect to the server. And this seems like, you know, we're just taking this in our stride, James. It's been happening all night. It's one of those nights, you know. Yep,
and we'll be back tomorrow again with more European matches. We've got 4 more European matches. Oh, sorry, 3, because we had 5 today, actually.
We have Titan versus LDLC on Cash.
Yeah, that is going to be... well, I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. Basically, I know NBK's looking. So cool. He's gunning for existence.
It's, to be honest, after today when we got to see Titan play against Epsilon on Cash, that has made me really excited for that match even more, because of just seeing how Titan actually the setup that they ran. Like, to me, that feels like the best setup.
The double AWP setup.
Yeah, like having the 2 AWPs and having the really aggressive 3-men rifling on mid. That feels like one of the best variations of how to play that map, because it's so versatile and dynamic. And so if you have really good mid-round calls on the CT side, it could be really strong. And
yeah.
So I'm really curious to see how that actually fares against LDLC, because they're obviously a really, really strong team. So yeah, very excited about that. I'm sure many people are as well. I know that the time zone is not so friendly for the US audiences here, but hopefully you can catch that, if not live, on the VODs. And here we go. We are actually going to jump into the knife round. And by and large, we're seeing very much CT dominance. So definitely these teams both want to win this knife round really badly to get that CT start.
Well, the double AWP setup is something that iBuyPower are capable of doing as well, with Skadoodle and Steel on their team. Now, something we spoke about off stream was with... Was it with iBuyPower, I think? Well, it was with the way Americans play Cash in general, and I mean, we've seen iBuyPower play Cash, and I feel like they play Cash for their, at least in America, for their usual opponents, which isn't the same way you would play it against people who might arguably be stronger on Cash in Europe. So mid is played a lot more passively, but you know, we've seen the hyper-aggressive style from the Europeans in the earlier broadcast today, and I would be curious to see if iBuyPower elect to do such a thing, or if they're going to go for a passive mid once again. But they will start on the CT side here, so it won't be long until we find out.
Yeah, it's always going to be nice to see how the pistol actually turns out, because teams can play it vanilla. They can go for some vanilla, you know, start just plain. Not, I wouldn't say boring, but just plain. Or they could do something bit nuts. Here we're actually seeing a B contact play, it seems like. Just checking out the map here, it seems like they are just slowly edging towards B storage. Pretty silent. Actually, they're making noise now, so it's not so much a B contact play anymore, as they do have one man who is perhaps positioned towards going through vents. But generally, big posture towards B right now. And iBuyPower, depends how they react here. If they overcommit towards B, if Savage are just trying to fool them here.
We've got a bunch of random names from iBuyPower, so I have no idea who Paulie is, who KZA is, who Mr. Brightside is for the time being. We'll have to work that out, which isn't great when you're a commentator, but
yep.
Never mind.
We'll just have to figure it out. Yeah, I did do well, either way, hold that thought. We are jumping into the action here as we do see Savage taking the B bomb site by storm. It was lying in wait for so long. Finally, they hit the switch there and go for the aggression, but they're going to get shut down by iBuyPower. And I'm just trying to think, because I'm pretty sure I did do a Cash game at some point with iBuyPower. I don't know if you know how much they switched positions around. So
Was
it
it
like
last week, wasn't it?
Well, no, it was quite a long time ago. So it's very likely that I wouldn't be able to judge their positions based on that video because they probably would have switched it up. So I wouldn't like to hazard a guess here. But perhaps the chat can inform us or tweet us exactly as to what's going on there. Either way, we're going to see a bit of an A-split action coming up here from Savage. Just straight up, you know, just with the pistols. There's not much investment.
That meaty grenade.
It's going to have to be 2 ecos regardless. They decided not to actually get any kind of buy here. Not even you know some.
They got some smoke. They got some
PD50s.
smokes down. The whole purpose there was a quick bomb plant. They did get the guy onto the site, but he did get taken out, even despite being in the smoke there. So.
But they have to double eco twice anyway, so usually like going for a buy. Because if you look at their money now, they can definitely buy and still afford to buy next round. Like they can buy something, you know, and they did do so actually. They got some PD50s, CZs. They're just not investing in any armor, which you can do on the. You can do on one of the rounds if you go for a full save on the following one. But we do see obviously now they're just spreading out along the towards A door, and also you know one got caught by Mr. Brightside there. Do more as he tried to move in towards A main. And the bomb is actually over towards B, so this looks like a very, you know, standard, very dirty kind of like throw you on at A and this guy tries to sneak into B. But I don't know if that kind of stuff works against teams as good as iBuyPower. It's rare to see that work against the top level teams, but they are swinging back towards B, so...
Looks like AZK has temporarily left the building, and hopefully he'll be back with us very shortly. So it has become a 4-on-4 for that purpose, and that is going to be an open bomb site there for the Savage team. So a bit of luck in having a disconnect from one of the IBP players will allow them to get that bomb down. Let's see if they can even get around here.
Not the best plant in the world there for Savage, but they felt a bit pressured in getting that down. So Skadoodle going to make his way through. Actually going to get the kill onto Relic there. Got Glorians looking over from Vent Room. You're also going to get dropped. It looks like it's just Glorian left over here. So Brightside's going to catch him off guard, and relatively clean up there for the relatively clean end of the round there for them. What's that?
Relatively clean cleanup.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? That's pretty awesome, isn't it? I've been doing pretty well so far, but perhaps you know, that's a sign of some fatigue. But looks like we are going to have a pause right now as AZK does try to get himself back onto the server. So either way, hopefully they're also going to use this time, James, to actually tag up correctly.
That would be nice, but I'm not holding. I'm not going to hold my breath for that one. So Hades has picked up an AWP, so they're going to go all out on this next round, their first full buy round.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of options for the AWP. He can go. I mean, this is why one of the reasons why Cash is quite cool, because you can kind of use it everywhere on the map. It's really viable. He could actually, based on based on whatever read that they have, he can go and try to like peek A main towards the back boxes or to the site to get a pick there. He could actually try to peek the angle on B to get a pick there. He can also go on the boost to pick there, and it's viable also to make a timing run through mid, and just even if there's smoke up, just try to pick, like do a flick shot like next to the white box, because players often, with the timings, they run across there. You can find frags like that very often. So there's so many options with the AWP. It's gonna be really interesting to see exactly what Hades decides to go for and how his team decide to react with it. So
yeah, I believe AZK might be having some computer issues, and it may be a few minutes before he's back. So we're going to go to a quick break, and then hopefully we'll return shortly with iBuyPower and Savage.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gents. So I think we've resolved the issue here for AZKs back on the server, and we should be jumping in with the game. That's the plan, at least.
That's the plan, Stan.
That's what we're aiming to do, at least. That's the. It may look like we're not trying to do that, but really we're doing our best efforts to try to get things going here. Obviously, it's been we've been unlucky. We've been unlucky.
Yep.
Okay. All right, that's what you got, James. All right, that's fine.
We're just waiting for GoTV to catch up, so we should be live in about 30 seconds or so.
We can just sit here awkwardly until that happens.
So 3-0 to Iwa Power at the moment, very early into this match. It's the first bye round for both teams, and it'll be interesting to see what their approach is, basically. You know, both teams will be keen to break the economy of the other team right now, and this is a key part of the match, so we'll see how the proceedings go.
we were mentioning previously before all before the break actually, it's going to be very interesting to see how Hades plays his AWP. Actually, it's gonna tell us a lot about the intentions of Savage, like where they find the pick, as well as if he can find the pick. That's going to open up the round in a variety of ways. So I feel like Hades, deciding on how he plays this, it could really work out. I don't want to make a prediction, but we are actually seeing them. Yeah, we're actually seeing them go live into the game now, all readying up, and here we go. We see the AWP being bought on the side of iBuyPower as well. There's a text all over there. So obviously, Mr. Brightside is swag. We worked that out with our awesome detective skills, and Steel is being obviously replaced with Poorly at the moment. So Skadoodle with his AWP. Let's actually see if we can check out the positions here. We already lose Hades there. Dave's going to take him out, and so very short-lived run with that AWP, and it's going to be even actually now, as it seems that iBuyPower actually pushed the door, which is not the most common strategy, something you don't see very often in Europe either, and it actually works out very well for iBuyPower, able to get some kills. We see that Dumore going to run tail between legs, has the bomb, and they're going to be forced to make a play towards B here. I mean, they don't have the men to really get themselves up mid, and already A's been kind of shut down, so it really just leaves B left for them. You can see they're slowly edging towards this bomb site, and iBuyPower, who is the man here for iBuyPower? So look, they're going to make their way in. Goran and Dumore, first men onto the site, and it's going to be actually Poorly who's just chilling up there on the site. He's going to go down, does take down one player first, and iBuyPower do Skadoodle furthest away, but they got plenty of time to really just chill.